Hey everyone, welcome to Adventure Audit. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Renogy 220 watt solar suitcase. Now this is a new offering from Renogy, and they also have a 400 watt version. Today we're just checking out the 220 watt version, and they also have a home cabin kit and a RV kit add-on that you can consider for yourself. Personally, I'm using a power station right now, so I don't necessarily need that for myself, but in the future I might consider upgrading to that. So what we're going to do in this review is just go over all the features and specs, and then we're going to do a test to show you how quickly it can be stored away and put back into its storage bag. That's a big part of its portability, is you want to be able to take it places and not spend forever setting it up. So I'm going to show you guys that. And then lastly, we will go through an output test and show you guys what I personally got in my test. I also want to point out a couple specifications that are on the box, so I'll just let you guys read those there. You can also see most of these stats reiterated here on the back of the panel, right there. Next thing we're going to do is a partial shade test. Now, on panels that are wired in series, they would fail this test and pretty much their output would entirely drop, but these panels are wired in parallel. Now, that is a big deal for shade performance. So what we're going to do is actually just grab the box real quick, and let me just place that over an entire panel. As you can see, we are pretty much blocking one entire panel now, and we will see if we are still getting an output. Cover that up. We are getting 115 watts right now, even with a quarter of this thing covered. So it's definitely passing the shade test. That definitely proves that this is indeed wired in parallel rather than in series. So that is definitely good to see. A few things I want to point out, features that I like about the Renogy 220 watt solar briefcases. First of all is going to be the ETFE coating. It's a very nice coating that you can see here, which is much more durable than traditional glass alone, much more weather resistant. So overall, it's nice that they did that. As you can see also, there is multiple stands here on the bottom that allow you to slightly adjust it to your needs. This solar panel is rated at 23% efficiency, specifically 22.7% is what they have it quoted at. It also is IP68 rated, including the MC4 connectors as well. So that is basically as good as it gets in the portable solar panel world. Now, one downside to that is you're not gonna have a built-in USB port like you do on the other model that Renogy sells, the 200 watt foldable solar panel. That one has a USB port built into it, but that is a part of the reason that this is IP68 rated versus the models that generally feature a USB port, almost like a micro inverter. Those are going to severely make it less waterproof. So at the end of the day, most of you guys aren't going to be using the USB cables anyways. You really are going to need just the MC4 connectors. So I think that's perfectly fine. It also comes with a 5-year warranty, and it weighs in at just 15.9 pounds. The panels also have an aluminum rust resistant frame that goes around every single panel to keep it nice and safe. It also has these nice little plastic or rubber little stops on it to prevent damage on the corner, so I like that as well. Another thing I like up here is it has a handle for holding the solar panel, which works out greatly. You'll see in another clip of me holding it from there, but that works just like you would expect. So that's a nice little touch. Another thing I want to mention is it does come with standard solar connectors. These are MC4, and I have my own extension cable going to it right now. So I definitely mentioned you guys get some MC4 extension cables just like I have here. Now looking at the backside, as you can see here, they have 4 different stands. Those are fully metal stands that give you approximately a 45-degree angle, maybe a 35-degree angle. I'll put it down in the I'll put a little pop-up bar with what that angle is. Another thing that I like is that they put a couple magnets into the corner so that when you're folding up the solar panel, it doesn't all just kind of get loose and fly around everywhere. It actually stays pretty nice and compact, so that is pretty nice. A lot of the times with products that come with a carrying case, it'll come in the carrying case, but good luck putting it back in. That is not the case with the Renogy panel. It actually folds up just like you would think it does, and the magnets make it even easier. So very happy with the foldability and the magnets that, like I said, they added to the corners on each side to keep everything together. All right, we're gonna go ahead and do a test to see how fast we can put this away. And we're also gonna go ahead and use the included carrying bag. Now this is pretty nice that they included this. So we're gonna go ahead and see how quickly we can pack this thing up. And keep in mind, we are plugged into the MC4 connections as well. So we will start with that. All right, the MC4 extension cables are unplugged. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and clean it up and then just put down all the stands, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and fold half of it to begin with. Boom. Okay, so now we're fully folded. We're gonna go ahead and put this into the carrying bag. What we're gonna do is just kind of lay this down on the ground. Let me make sure you guys can see this. All right. So we're gonna kind of just line this up here. And then we're gonna grab the back side of it. There we go. We're fully packed up. Alrighty everybody, the last thing we're going to do is go through an output test so you guys can get an idea of a real world example of what you can expect. Now keep in mind your results might be different from mine. This is shot in the middle of winter, moderately clear skies here when this footage was shot that you're seeing. So overall I averaged out about 161 watts. I mean, as you'll see, it's kind of going up and down just as the angle of the sun changes, but I'm sure this could have been more optimized, so just keep that in mind. But overall, what we're going to do to give you guys a little bit of an estimate is let's round it to 160 watts, and let's assume that you're going to get 5 peak solar hours, so that you're going to be getting 160 watts for 5 hours straight. What that would be is about 800 watt hours of solar storage. So hopefully that'll give you guys an idea of what to expect and allow you to kind of calculate to see whether this is the panel for you, or maybe you want to step up to the 400 watt version. But overall, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate all of you. Drop any comments below that you guys have, and I will try to get back to them. And make sure you check out the link below for the product, and hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and thank you for watching.